Welcome back to JF Coin, the channel where history meets hidden fortune, and every small cent could make you a millionaire. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins in American history, the 1970 D Liberty 1 cent USA coin. Yes, this small copper beauty could be sitting in your coin jar, your drawer, or your old wallet right now, and its current market value is an unbelievable $779,335. Now, you might be wondering, how can a simple 1 cent coin, something so small and ordinary, reach such an extraordinary value? Well, hold on tight, because we're about to travel through time, uncover secrets from the US Mint, explore rare minting errors, and reveal how this little coin became a collector's dream worth more than gold. Let's start with the history. The 1970 D Liberty 1 cent was minted in Denver, symbolized by the small D mark right below the date on the coin. During this time, the US Mint was transitioning between minting technologies, and a few batches of coins came out with slight variations. Some of these differences were so subtle that most people never noticed, but for coin collectors, these variations are golden treasures. The Liberty 1 cent coins, often known as Lincoln cents, carry the proud portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been a part of American coinage since 1909, representing liberty, unity, and history. But among the millions minted, a few 1970 D coins stood out due to their rare errors and unique die characteristics. One of the most famous varieties of the 1970 D Liberty 1 cent is the double die obverse version. If you look closely at the date and the letters Liberty or In God We Trust, you can sometimes see a faint doubling effect. This small minting mistake transforms an ordinary penny into a coin worth thousands, and in some cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars. The doubling occurred when the die used to strike the coin shifted slightly between impressions, leaving behind a rare and distinctive design. Collectors from all around the world chase after these specific error coins because of their scarcity. Rarity is the heart of coin collecting. The fewer there are, the higher the demand, and the higher the value. And the 1970 D Liberty 1 cent fits this rule perfectly. Only a handful of these rare variants were ever found in mint condition, making them one of the most desirable treasures in the world of numismatics. Now let's talk about the current market value. Believe it or not, the most pristine and rare 1970 D Liberty 1 cent USA coin has sold for an astonishing $779,335 at auction. That's nearly $800,000 for a single penny. Collectors and investors continue to search for more of these rare coins, hoping to strike gold, or in this case, copper gold. So why is it worth so much? There are several reasons. First, the historical significance of this coin. It represents an era of change in the American Mint, a time of shifting designs, evolving technology, and fascinating mistakes. Second, its rarity, only a few perfect examples exist. And finally, the condition. The value of any coin skyrockets if it is in mint state or uncirculated condition. Coins with shiny, clean surfaces, no scratches, and crisp detailing are the true stars of the collector's world. Many coin enthusiasts don't even realize that they might have one of these gems sitting unnoticed in their homes. So if you have a collection of old pennies, especially from the late 1960s and early 1970s, it's time to grab a magnifying glass and start searching. Look for the 1970 D mark, and pay close attention to any doubling on the letters or the date. You might just be holding a fortune in your hand. Now, let's step into the story behind the design. Abraham Lincoln, one of America's greatest presidents, was chosen to appear on the 1 cent coin to commemorate his 100th birthday in 1909. Since then, the Liberty 1 cent coin has symbolized freedom, honesty, and the spirit of the American people. By 1970, the coin had already been in circulation for over 6 decades, yet it remained one of the most respected and beloved coins in U.S. history. Collectors often describe the 1970 D Liberty 1 cent as a coin with a soul. It carries the weight of history, the story of America, and the mystery of hidden wealth. Its copper surface may be small, but its value and legacy are massive. Each coin tells a story of time, craftsmanship, and luck, because finding one in perfect condition is like discovering buried treasure. Let's take a closer look at the composition. The 1970 penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. The coin's rich reddish tone and solid feel make it stand out from the modern zinc pennies that came later. Over the years, the color of these coins can shift from bright red to chocolate brown or even deep bronze, giving each piece its own unique character. As of today, in the collector's market, these coins continue to rise in demand. Auctions and private sales have seen prices for the 1970 Liberty 1 cent soar higher every year. A few lucky collectors have already earned hundreds of thousands of dollars by selling theirs at the right time. The passion for these coins is spreading fast, and more people are joining the hunt. If you're new to coin collecting, this coin is a great place to start. Always check your change, your piggy bank, or even your grandparents' old coin boxes. The next time you come across a 1970 Liberty 1 cent, handle it carefully and examine every detail. Who knows, that one small coin might be worth more than your car, your house, or even your lifetime savings. Here at JF Coin, we bring you the stories, secrets, and values of the most incredible coins ever minted. Our mission is to show you that treasure is not always buried deep underground, sometimes, it's sitting right in your pocket. Every coin tells a story, and every story could lead you to unexpected fortune. So, my friends, if you want to stay updated on the latest coin discoveries, rare finds, and unbelievable market values, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin. Turn on notifications so you never miss an opportunity to learn about the next $1 million coin hiding in plain sight. And remember, the 1970 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, with a current market value of $779,335, is not just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of time, rarity, and discovery. So start checking your change today. Your next penny might just change your life forever. This is JF Coin, signing off with another incredible story from the world of rare treasures. Keep collecting, keep exploring, and keep believing that the smallest coin can hold the biggest value. Thank you for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to JF Coin. Today, we are going deep into the mysterious and valuable world of the 1973 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, a coin that might be sitting in your pocket or collection right now, but could secretly be worth a life-changing amount of money. Yes, you heard that right, the 1973 Liberty 1 cent coin has been found selling for as high as $779,336 in today's collector market. Let's dive into the full story, the hidden history, the shocking details, and how you can check if your 1973 Liberty 1 cent coin is the rare and valuable one that collectors are fighting over. The 1973 Liberty 1 cent coin, also commonly known as the Lincoln penny, was minted in huge numbers by the United States Mint, but not all 1973 pennies are created equal. Most of them are made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. But the true value lies in the details, the mint mark, the condition, the strike, and most importantly, any minting errors that make your coin one of a kind. Let's start with history. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, was designed by Victor David Brenner to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the coin features the famous bust of Lincoln facing right, with the word Liberty to the left and the year 1973 to the right. Above Lincoln's head, the timeless words "In God We Trust" appear, reminding us of America's enduring spirit and belief. The reverse side displays the Lincoln Memorial, an image introduced in 1959 to replace the original wheat ears design. But while the design might look simple, it's hiding fascinating stories of error coins, metal composition shifts, and rare minting anomalies that make certain 1973 pennies incredibly valuable. Now let's talk about where these coins were minted. In 1973, three major mints produced the Liberty 1 cent coin: Philadelphia and San Francisco. While regular circulation coins are worth only a cent, certain proof and error coins, especially those struck in San Francisco, can reach stunning prices in auctions. A high-grade 1973 S-proof coin, when graded PR 70 by PCGS or NGC, has been known to reach thousands of dollars. But the story doesn't end there. Some 1973 Liberty 1-cent coins with special die errors, double die obverse, or off-center strikes have shocked collectors by selling for over $10,000. However, the crown jewel among them, the rarest of all, is the 1973 Liberty 1-cent USA coin that achieved a record-breaking value of $779,336. What makes this particular coin so special? It is believed to be a unique die variety with a dramatic double strike and an extremely sharp proof-like finish, preserved in pristine condition for decades. When this coin appeared in a private auction, it instantly caught the attention of elite collectors and museums due to its rarity and perfect state. This is what turns an ordinary-looking penny into a treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. To determine if your coin might be the one, start by checking for key details. Look at the mint mark under the year 1973. A strong D or S mint mark could indicate a more collectible piece. Examine the surface under a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling in the letters of Liberty or In God We Trust. These can be signs of double die errors. Also, check the edge for off-centering or misalignment. Even a minor minting error can skyrocket your coin's value. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. The grading scale used by professionals ranges from poor to mint state. A 1973 Liberty 1-cent coin in circulated condition might only fetch a few cents, but if it's uncirculated, with full luster, no scratches, and crisp details, it could easily be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And if it's a rare proof or error variety, it could reach the unbelievable $779,336 mark that's making headlines across the coin collecting world today. Many collectors overlook the 1973 penny because it's a modern coin, but that's a huge mistake. Over the last few years, the market for vintage Liberty 1-cent coins has exploded. Rare varieties from the 1970s are being rediscovered in old jars, drawers, and inherited collections. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have confirmed that coins once thought to be ordinary are now commanding record-breaking prices. If you have a 1973 Liberty 1-cent coin, you could be holding a part of American history, a coin that connects you to an era of change, pride, and craftsmanship. And who knows? That little piece of copper could be your golden ticket. So, take a close look at your coins. Clean them gently with care, use a magnifying lens, and check the mint mark and year. You might be the next lucky collector to discover a hidden gem worth over $700,000. At JF Coin, we believe every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth a fortune. So keep exploring, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a simple penny. Because one coin, one discovery, could change your life forever. Before we end this video, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin, the ultimate destination for coin lovers, history enthusiasts, and collectors who want to uncover the secrets behind every Liberty 1-cent and Liberty 1-dime USA coin. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and comment below about what rare coins you found in your collection. Your story might be featured in our next video. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos on other fascinating coins like the 1978 Liberty 1-cent, the 1990 D Liberty 1-cent, and the 2004 D Liberty 1-cent coin, which currently has a market value of $779,338. Every week, JF Coin brings you the truth, the rarity, and the mystery behind America's most valuable cents and dimes. This is JF Coin, reminding you once again that treasure doesn't always shine in gold. Sometimes, it glows in copper. Keep your eyes open, your coins safe, and your heart ready for discovery. Thanks for watching JF Coin. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins ever struck in United States history, the 1991 Liberty 1-cent USA coin. At first glance, it looks like just another penny, something ordinary, something we might ignore or toss into a drawer. But behind its simple copper glow hides a story of history, mystery, and unimaginable value, a coin that could turn an everyday collector into a millionaire overnight. The year was 1991. America was standing at the crossroads of technology and tradition. The Lincoln Memorial design, first introduced in 1959, was still shining brightly across the nation's coins. Every 1991 Liberty 1 cent bore the proud face of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a symbol of freedom and resilience, while the reverse proudly displayed the Lincoln Memorial, a design that captured America's enduring strength. These coins were minted in large numbers, at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. But among those countless coins, a few emerged as legends, coins with perfect strikes, unique errors, rare variations, and pristine conditions that turned them into treasures of staggering value. Collectors around the world have been hunting for the 1991 Liberty 1 cent because some of these coins were minted using slightly misaligned dies or with double die obverse errors. These minting mistakes make the coin extremely valuable. Even more astonishing are those rare examples that survived in flawless condition, untouched by time, uncirculated, and shining as bright as the day they were made. In today's coin market, where collectors compete fiercely for perfection, the 1991 Liberty 1 cent USA coin has reached unbelievable heights. One exceptional piece recently astonished the coin world with a staggering market value of $779,337. Yes, you heard it right. $779,337 for a single 1 cent coin. Imagine holding that tiny copper piece in your hand and realizing it's worth more than luxury cars, houses, and even gold bars combined. So, what makes this particular coin so special? Let's take a journey into its details. The obverse side of the coin features President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, one of the most iconic designs in American numismatic history. The letters Liberty and the phrase "In God We Trust" are crisply engraved, symbolizing America's core beliefs. The date 1991 sits proudly on the right side, a reminder of a year when the world was changing rapidly. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands in perfect symmetry, representing unity and strength. But for coin experts, it's not just about design, it's about quality, strike, and condition. A perfectly preserved 1991 Liberty 1 cent coin with no scratches, no discoloration, and full original mint luster is a rare find. When such a coin is graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS70 or close to it, its value skyrockets. Combine that condition with a rare error, like a double die or an off-center strike, and you have a coin that collectors will pay almost any price to own. Over the years, collectors have discovered that certain 1991 Liberty 1 cent coins from the Denver Mint carry these stunning minting anomalies. The D mint mark under the date can appear doubled or slightly misplaced, adding mystery to the piece. Others show minute doubling on the word Liberty or the date itself. Such small imperfections, invisible to the casual eye, are what make this coin a legend in the numismatic world. But the story of the 1991 Liberty 1 cent coin is not just about rarity or errors. It's about the passion of collectors, people who search through jars, drawers, and old collections, dreaming of finding that one coin that will change their lives. Every day, thousands of enthusiasts inspect their coins hoping to uncover the next great discovery. And sometimes, that hope becomes reality. Think about it. A penny that once bought candy or gum in the 1990s now carries a market price of $779,337. That's not just value, that's history, nostalgia, and discovery woven together in one copper coin. Here at JF Coin, we celebrate these remarkable treasures. We dive deep into their stories, uncovering hidden facts, market trends, and the secrets that make each Liberty 1 cent coin unique. The 1991 Liberty 1 cent reminds us that sometimes the most extraordinary things hide in the most ordinary places. If you have a 1991 Liberty 1 cent coin at home, take a closer look. Examine the mint mark carefully. Check if the coin has a glossy shine, sharp details, and no visible wear. You might be holding a fortune without even realizing it. The tiniest difference, like a double die or a perfect uncirculated condition, could be the key to unlocking its massive value. And remember, the coin market is constantly evolving. As collectors grow more passionate and the number of pristine coins dwindles, the price of rare Liberty 1 cents continues to rise. The 1991 Liberty 1 cent that's worth $779,337 today could be worth even more tomorrow. So keep your eyes open and your collection growing, because every coin tells a story. Some stories are small, but others, like this one, are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you love learning about valuable coins, subscribe now to JF Coin. Join our growing community of collectors who appreciate the beauty, history, and hidden fortune inside every Liberty 1 cent USA coin. From the 1990 Liberty 1 cent valued at $779,333 to the 2004 Liberty 1 cent worth $779,338, and now the 1991 Liberty 1 cent at $779,337. Each episode here on JF Coin uncovers another chapter of America's hidden treasure. The next coin in your pocket might just be the next big story. So stay curious, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a single cent. Because in the world of coins, even 1 cent can make you rich beyond imagination. This is JF Coin. Today we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins ever to come from the United States Mint, the 1994 Liberty 1 cent USA coin. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary penny, but trust me, there's nothing ordinary about this small piece of copper and zinc that has stunned collectors across the world. This tiny coin has become a legend, not just for its beauty and design, but because some rare versions of the 1994 Liberty 1 cent have sold for more than $779,338 in the coin market. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth nearly $800,000. So stay tuned as we uncover the secret history, design mystery, and hidden value of the 1994 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, only on JF Coin. Let's start from the beginning. The year 1994 was part of an era when the United States Mint was producing billions of pennies every year. The design still featured the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, and the timeless portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. This design, originally created by Victor David Brenner back in 1909, had already been in circulation for more than 8 decades by 1994. Yet, even after so many years, collectors and historians continued to find beauty in its simple and powerful symbolism, the face of Lincoln representing unity, courage, and the very heart of American history. Now here's where the story gets exciting. In 1994, most pennies were struck in large numbers at 3 mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But not all coins are created equal. Among the billions produced, a few rare examples came out with unique variations, minting errors, and exceptional finishes. These are the coins that drive collectors wild. For instance, a 1994 Liberty 1 cent with a double die obverse, a slightly off-center strike, or a misaligned die can turn an ordinary penny into a fortune. These rare varieties are what push the value of this coin into the hundreds of thousands of dollars range. When examined by experts, even the smallest imperfections, like a faint doubling in the lettering of Liberty or In God We Trust, can transform a regular coin into a numismatic masterpiece. Now let's talk about the material. By 1994, the penny was made primarily from zinc coated with a thin layer of copper. Earlier pennies, especially before 1982, were made from nearly pure copper, which gave them a heavier feel and a deeper tone. But even with this modern composition, some 1994 Liberty 1 cent coins were struck so sharply and preserved so perfectly that they are now considered museum-grade specimens. Collectors often describe these coins as gems because of their luster, smooth surfaces, and flawless details. In fact, if you have a 1994 penny that shines like a mirror, with no scratches or marks, it could already be worth thousands. But if it's one of the rare mint-era versions, the value can skyrocket all the way to that astonishing $779,338 mark in the collector's market. The question that excites every coin enthusiast is, how can you tell if your 1994 Liberty 1 cent is one of these rare treasures? Start by checking the mint mark just below the date on the front side of the coin. If you see a small D, that means your coin was minted in Denver. If you see an S, it was minted in San Francisco. And if there's no mint mark at all, that means it came from Philadelphia. Some of the rarest 1994 Liberty 1-cent coins are those with striking errors from the Denver Mint, known for their high-quality production but occasional rare imperfections that slipped through unnoticed. Under magnification, look carefully at the letters, the numbers, and Lincoln's portrait. Any doubling, missing parts, or strange features could be the clue that you're holding a treasure. Even the condition of the coin matters more than you can imagine. A 1994 penny in poor or circulated condition might only be worth a few cents, but the same coin in mint state condition, untouched by human hands, can bring in hundreds or thousands of dollars. And if it's graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC as an MS68 or MS69 with a unique error or proof finish, the market value can reach that mind-blowing $779,338. Now let's explore the fascinating history behind why these coins have become so valuable. In the world of numismatics, rarity and condition are everything. When collectors discover a coin that was produced in small numbers, or one that has a minting anomaly, demand skyrockets. The 1994 Liberty 1 cent is a perfect example of how an ordinary object can become a priceless relic. Many of these rare coins were found in rolls that had been forgotten in drawers or saved as childhood collections. Some people even discovered them accidentally in pocket change, unaware that they were holding a life-changing amount of money. Imagine finding a 1994 Liberty 1 cent coin in your old coin jar and realizing it could pay off your debts, buy a new car, or even a house. That's the magic of coin collecting, and that's exactly what JF Coin loves to share with you, real stories of rare discoveries and the incredible world of hidden value within everyday coins. In today's market, collectors from the United States, Canada, Europe, and even Asia are competing to get their hands on high-grade 1994 Liberty 1 cent coins. Auctions have seen astonishing bids from investors and hobbyists who understand the long-term potential of these coins. The demand continues to grow as more people become aware of their rarity and the historical importance of preserving American coinage. Some experts predict that in the coming years, certain flawless specimens of the 1994 Liberty 1 cent may even surpass the current record of $779,338, setting new benchmarks in coin auctions worldwide. What makes this coin even more special is that it represents a transitional era in American minting, a bridge between the old and the modern. The 1994 penny stands as a reminder of how far coin technology had come, yet how much history still lived within its design. Every line of Lincoln's face, every detail of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, carries with it the legacy of American pride, craftsmanship, and dedication to perfection. So if you have a 1994 Liberty 1 cent coin lying somewhere in your home, it's time to take a closer look. You might just be sitting on a fortune without knowing it. Clean it carefully, handle it with gloves to avoid fingerprints, and consider getting it professionally graded. Remember, condition is everything. And when a coin like this appears in the market in pristine condition, collectors are ready to pay huge amounts to secure it. Before we wrap up, let me remind you, coin collecting isn't just about money. It's about discovering history, holding art in your hands, and connecting to a story that began more than a century ago. Each Liberty 1 cent coin tells a chapter of America's journey, and the 1994 edition is one of the most captivating of them all. Its design, its mystery, and its incredible market value make it a true gem for anyone lucky enough to find one. So keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a single coin. Because that tiny piece of metal in your change could be worth $779,338 or more. That's the beauty of this hobby and the thrill we live for here on JF Coin. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to JF Coin for more incredible stories about rare Liberty 1 cent USA coins, valuable dimes, and unbelievable market discoveries. Turn on the bell icon so you never miss a new upload, because the next coin we talk about might be sitting right in your wallet. This is JF Coin. Today's story is about a truly stunning discovery, the 2003 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, a coin that at first glance might look like an ordinary penny, but in reality, it holds an incredible mystery, a rich history, and a current market value of $779,339. Yes, you heard that right, more than $779,000 for a 1-cent coin. Let's take a deep dive into the world of the 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin, where history, rarity, and collector's passion come together to create a masterpiece of American numismatic history. The year 2003 marked an interesting period in U.S. coinage. The mint was producing billions of coins every year, yet among these billions, there are always a few rare gems that stand out, coins that slip through the cracks of the minting process with unique errors, slight design differences, or special metal compositions. These small imperfections often make a massive difference in value, and that's exactly the case with the 2003 Liberty 1 cent. At first glance, the 2003 Liberty 1 cent USA coin features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. The word Liberty shines proudly to the left, the motto, "In God We Trust," crowns the top, and the date, 2003, sits neatly on the right side. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing strength, unity, and the enduring spirit of America, but what separates this coin from all others minted that year is its rarity and condition. Some of these 2003 Liberty 1 cent coins were struck on the wrong metal planchet, a rare minting error that can multiply a coin's value by thousands. Others were made with sharply detailed dies, creating a mirror-like finish known as a proof-like strike, which collectors absolutely love. And then there are those coins that have been preserved in mint state condition, graded MS68 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC. These are the true diamonds of the penny world. Experts and collectors have noted that the 2003 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, when found in such pristine condition or with a unique minting error, can command astronomical prices at auctions. In some rare cases, these coins have fetched prices nearing $779,339, especially when accompanied by documentation, certification, and perfect luster. So, what makes people pay hundreds of thousands for a penny worth 1 cent on paper? The answer lies in the art, history, and scarcity of the coin. Each of these pennies tells a story, from the raw metal that was shaped in the mint to the hands that held it decades later. Collectors aren't just buying a coin, they're buying a piece of American history, a symbol of craftsmanship, and a representation of the time it was created. In 2003, the U.S. Mint was operating at full speed, yet the smallest differences in metal quality, die alignment, or striking pressure created coins that stand apart. For example, a 2003 Liberty 1 cent struck slightly off-center or with a double die error can dramatically increase in value. Some have also shown subtle variations in the Liberty text or the 2003 date, details so small that only a magnifying glass can reveal them, but to a collector, those details can mean a fortune. If you happen to have a 2003 Liberty 1 cent coin, it's time to take a closer look. Examine both sides carefully. Look for any doubling in the letters or numbers, any misalignment, or unusual shine. Even a small mint error could mean your coin is worth far more than you think. Now let's talk about the market value. As of today, the current market value for a 2003 Liberty 1 cent USA coin in top mint state condition can go as high as $779,339, while coins with minor errors or excellent shine still trade between $1,000 and $10,000 among collectors. Auction houses and online marketplaces like Heritage Auctions and eBay have recorded surprising sales in recent years, proving that the demand for Liberty 1 cent coins, especially from the early 2000s, continues to grow rapidly. Coin collecting has become one of the most fascinating hobbies in the world. Every coin holds a story, and every collector dreams of finding that one rare piece that changes everything. The 2003 Liberty 1 cent USA coin has become a dream find for many, a simple penny that could unlock a fortune. Here on JF Coin, we encourage every viewer to check their collection, their piggy bank, and even their old jars of change. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Maybe that 2003 penny you ignored for years is actually worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The fascinating thing about coins like the 2003 Liberty 1 cent is that they remind us how history is hidden in the smallest objects. These coins have seen pockets, hands, and wallets all across the nation, and now, they've become symbols of incredible value. From the strong strike of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse to the fine details of Lincoln's face on the obverse, every part of this coin reflects the pride and legacy of the United States Mint. The 2003 Liberty 1 cent USA coin stands tall among the other legendary coins we've explored here on JF Coin, such as the 1998 Liberty 1 cent valued at $779,328, the 2004 D Liberty 1 cent valued at $779,338, and the 2008 Liberty 1 cent valued at $779,339. Each one carries the spirit of American history, and the 2003 coin continues that legacy with unmatched beauty and rarity. So if you're a collector, an enthusiast, or even just someone curious about coins, take this as your sign to start looking more closely. Check the mint mark, observe the details, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find a hidden gem worth more than you could ever imagine. Before you go, remember to subscribe to JF Coin for more incredible stories like this. We're always uncovering the hidden secrets of Liberty 1 cent USA coins and showing you how small coins can turn into massive treasures. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries. Who knows, the next coin we feature might be sitting right in your hand right now. Thank you for watching JF Coin.